Hello and welcome to the finale of the ILR GT Season 3. Round number 10 here at Brazil, Lagos. I can't remember the name. You know, I thought, final race video, I'll commentate over it. I've edited this video like a while ago, and to be honest with you, I've forgotten what sort of happened in this race. I remember where I finished, but I can't remember the action that took place. So let's prepare for the lights. Straight out the where we go. Yeah, that's it. Remember, I had a really awful start. So look, I've got the one inside of me, and I'm always cautioning to turn on the runner, but pretty dive bomb. And I got a bit of contact from behind. I can't remember who that was, and then Renegade out of nowhere punts me off the track. And I must admit, I did come back onto the track a bit aggressively. And I could have waited a bit longer. And Jamie already overtaken me, and he started from the back of the grid. He's had a really good start from last, and he's already into P9. The break, someone hit the back of Jamie, and I believe that was DNA Joe. And I'm gonna be honest, DNA Joe in this race was quite dirty. Yeah, if people probably are likely to watch it, it's people in the ILR chat. I may send footage of what DNA Joe has been doing. So we had a little look at Jamie there, which was a bit cheeky. I thought, why not? Let's have a little bit of a cheeky nibble at Jamie's rear, as you do. There's a bit of contact up front. Michael Davis off in the grass, and there's me back up into P7. Now, there's one thing I didn't notice, there was a bit of contact. Yeah, this was the bit which got me a bad start onto the straight for the first time. As we go into turn one, there's a bit of a loss of the rear there, bit of argy-bargy in front, and I kind of had to slam the brakes on something into Renegade, and that's allowed a Wummer to get past me, and that's me down into P8. So it's only a lap 2, I wasn't that really bothered, and there's my dog, tries to sniff me, and whilst that's happening, actually I can hit Renegade a little bit, and to be fair, I should have really given the position back to Renegade, but I think I was just a bit wazzed off into why he broke so early. So yeah, on to lap 3 now. Wummer, bit of a dive bomb on MK as I look to go around the outside. Kind of a bit of revenge really on the move he did to me in turn 2 when he got me around the outside after being compromised by Renegade, which this was, to be fair, one of the best moves I did in the race, and that was probably one of the really sort of overtakes I did in the race, if I recall, for track position. As I'm still really defending off Wummer. He still gave up a really good fight, to say he had a really bad exit. But yeah, this is what I was going to tell you early on in the video, which I stopped telling me. This car was awful in a straight line, and no matter how late I was on the brakes, Wummer also found a way to be later on the brakes. So I was not confident on the brakes. Straight line speed was absolutely terrible, and like look, I'm in the slipstream of Wummer now. The straight line speed is horrendous. I couldn't do anything. Weaving around, trying to force Wummer to make a mistake, pressure him a bit more, but I just couldn't. The straight line speed just wasn't there, and I was also running lower like downforce, so I don't understand there. And yeah, on lap number 6 now, as you can see, Mr. Costa's made a mistake, and that was proven quite vital in the championship really. And as my dog makes noises in the background, and as you can see, Wummer's got a penalty in front, and I noticed this corner was just past there. If you go a little bit wide, even if you get a really awful exit, the game still gives you a massive slap in the face to just not do that. And as I try to sneakily overtake MK around the outside, and he defends really well here, and it was annoying. I can feel my tyres going, and look, as I tried to go around the outside, but my front tyres were just gone. I couldn't do anything. Onto 1 second, as my dog, just going to pause the narration. Right, once I've calmed my dog now, because he wanted a bit of attention, we're now on the back of no, we're not. We're straight into the pit lane to get the undercut, because the undercut is really strong here, and of course it will be the super soft tyre, because the 2-stop is usually the strategy and the way to go in ILR, as I learned from my first race back in Season 3, that doing a 1-stop is so much more slower, and it's just best going on the super soft because it's just a lot more grippier. So as we are going on lap 10, seeing if the undercut has really worked. Hard under the brakes, making the most out of those fresh super soft tyres. And let's see if we have got the undercut on the Wummer to come out off to turn 3, and he's not even coming out the pit lane yet. We have got the undercut on him, and that is a really good decision from me. And I was actually really surprised of how strong that undercut was. I must have had a really good out lap, or they must have had a really poor in lap. But either way, I am up into P4. And right here you can see how much I was pushing on the exit towards the straight. But because my straight line speed is so bad, I was trying to maximise this exit all the time. Like every time I exited this corner, I was like on edge all the time, and like no matter how good of an exit I got, the straight line speed of Wummer's Nissan was just unreal. I just couldn't pull away, because every time on the straight he gained like 2 tenths, 3 tenths. Every time we got into the straights, like I gained a little bit of time away from him in the middle sector, because this car's okay in the corners, really, to be honest with you. But as you can see here, I'm like looking behind to see where he is, and he's just gaining, trying to cut the slipstream now because he's within my slipstream, and I just couldn't pull away. He kept gaining the stream, but trying to maximise the last corner again here, and now he's all over the back of me now. As apologies, my dog's on a beanbag trying to make himself comfy as we're on the straight. Wummer, that straight line speed just shoots past me, and I tried to squeeze him against the wall, and I tried to outbrake him, but he, again, into turn 1, Wummer under the brakes was just so strong, I just couldn't match him under the brakes, and he's up into P4 and there's me down into P5 now. And just look, guys, I'm in the slipstream and I'm just not gaining as much. If anything, I'm losing time under the slipstream, and I thought the slipstream was quite strong in this game, and it just wasn't happening for me. So yeah, I look to pit around this lap, and as we go onto the last corner and on our in lap, and Wummer, I don't know what on earth he done. He must have got caught on the curb. I know in practice I kept having trouble with that curb, and he's clearly taken too much curb and clipped the grass and lost the rear. And I imagine he was absolutely fuming, and I believe he retired from this race. Actually, yeah, he did. He retired from the race, which was a shame, really, because I was having a really good battle with him, and it's a shame, really, to see him finish the season on a low note like that. But as we come out in, what I'm about to say P8, but P6, it's a bit messed up, really. It's the positioning system on Gran Turismo when you come out the pit lane. But yeah, as we're coming out the pit lane, we're on the fresh tyres. MK, I imagine, is pitting soon. He's on really old set of tyres, and I could tell he was struggling on the tyres, so I just went for a move to lose as little time as possible. And with the fresh rubber really coming into play, you can see MK tried to fight, but he just didn't have the grip at all. And it was important, really, getting a good exit, making the most out of these tyres on this exit, which I do indeed, it felt really nice at the time. I could just tell how good that was by the time MK lost on that corner. Yeah, here, again, really on the limit there. I don't think I could have really used much more track there because there was the grass left there. And here I think I was just pushing, and then I just lost concentration. That was like the biggest corner cut known to man, and yes, I got a penalty. Fully deserved there. This is last corner again. I was just absolutely pushing the limit. That's why I'm always cutting it to this bit here. And again, look at that. Lost the rear. How much I was pushing like a madman. Now this corner here, if you go a little bit off the curb, you like get thrown off the track, and at this point I was just like, oh, what the hell, I'm going to get a penalty anyway, so I may as well keep the foot down, and there you go, a 3-second penalty. But one thing I did find was that I was still pushing, but the game thought I wasn't, so like, I thought that was a bit of an insult, really, because I was still pushing and the penalty time went down, even though I was still pushing like a madman. So, bit of an insult, but hey ho. As we approach the back markers of Owen Watt, who wanted to win livery competition, I mean, good luck with that. As I go around the outside, lap him, And at this point, I was a bit surprised when Renegade was in 10th and already a lap down again. And I wasn't expecting him to like properly slow down on the apex of the corner. It was just a bit sudden. I thought he was going to keep up speed, and yeah, and because of that, I think I can't remember if Owen got the position from there. Can't remember if he span out. He's probably span out because he was a really good bottle job. But yeah, as we approach the last corner on the final season, gosh, and the final round of season 3 of ILR GT, I come home in a solid 4th place. Big enough gap in front, big enough gap behind, and yeah, not really the most entertaining season, I must say. Season 4 with the GR4 cars, I imagine we'll have a lot more battling, and I just want to thank everyone that was involved in ILR GT Season 3 for my first season coordinating a league. So yeah, I was happy with P4. Everyone in the league was really respectful of each other, and yeah, I finished the season in P6, which was very strong for me. I missed a couple of races, but that was out of my control. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I really can't wait for season 4. Take care.